For more than 200 years, history buffs and treasure seekers have been drawn to Oak Island, a small island close to Nova Scotia. The Lagena brothers and their team have been looking for the island's mysteries, including the finding of little gold in the streams. The brothers' motivation has been the notion that there may be long-forgotten hidden treasures on the island, include an antique handcrafted stairway, a hidden underwater passage with odd inscriptions and carvings, and gold traces in the water. The team has discovered more intriguing items like old coins, carved stones, and other ancient objects that give them new clues about life on the island many years ago. The discovery of gold and wood from deep underground has given the team real proof that there might be treasure on the island. Of course, we're going to investigate the so-called flood tunnel booby trap system. Tell me which way you want to go. The team's resolve and camaraderie have kept them focused even when the ground is challenging to dig. The discovery of Oak Island's darkest and deepest secret ushers in a new era of exploration. Oak Island is not just about treasure. It has left its mark on history with various cultures and people passing through over the centuries. The Lagina brothers and their group set out on a protracted and challenging quest to discover Oak Island's mysteries. Despite challenges, the team's perseverance and commitment enabled them to unearth more hints and deepen their relationship. After the initial discovery of gold traces in the water gave them new hope and inspired them to explore every square inch of the island. The team continued to look for more clues, holding on to the hope of discovering secrets that had been kept hidden for generations. Despite the difficulties, they remained focused on comprehending the stories and solving the riddles, proving that some legends might be true because they were somewhat cautious about what they dumped in there. Another surprise came when they tested wood found deep underground, revealing more traces of gold. Each test advanced their efforts to unravel the centuries-old mystery of Oak Island. The extensive and meticulous process of Oak Island's secrets involved scientific testing and historical exploration methods such as soil analysis and geological studies, which yielded vital hints about the island's past and possible hidden treasures. The Lagena brothers and their group found metal traces in the soil, which resulted in the identification of two different kinds of metal: shining regions that indicated gold and dark spots that indicated pure copper. Every new discovery gave the team confidence that they were headed in the right direction, and their methodical approach produced results that kept pointing them in the right direction despite numerous obstacles like equipment problems and physical dangers. This discovery validated the team's theories about Oak Island and gave them a solid foundation to continue their exploration. The team spent endless hours locating and examining structures and artifacts that gradually began to paint a clearer picture of the island's hidden past. The Lagena brothers and their group remained committed and focused while collaborating with specialists from several disciplines, including metal experts, historians, and archaeologists. You can all follow me down there, and if you have any questions as you go, please ask them. Rick Allwright, they were able to approach the investigation from a variety of angles, which helped them get closer to the solution. Historics played a major role by examining old maps and documents that helped trace the island's history back over the centuries. Archaeologists carefully examined the artifacts and excavation sites, finding evidence of how people may have lived on Oak Island in the past. Metal experts used advanced techniques to examine the metal objects they discovered, providing the team with important insights into the technologies used by the people who left the objects behind. As the team collaborated, they discovered innovative and new ways to explore the island. This is incredibly ancient, and secrets are making progress that would not have been conceivable if they had been working alone. This might be one of the ring balls, I wonder. There are numerous stone carvings of letters, numerals, and symbols on the enigmatic island of Oak Island. Although both historians and treasure seekers are interested in these engravings, it is still unclear what they exactly imply. According to some scholars, these sculptures, it might suggest that the island was visited by prehistoric explorers or settlers. Some people think they were clues or messages left by the island's original residents, while others think they were left by treasure. Hunters should mark specific locations or maintain the location of hidden treasures a secret. The difficulty presented by researchers is increased when they attempt to address the sculpture's reluctance to straightforward solutions. According to some scholars, they could be prehistoric marks that were used to indicate important locations or directions. Some scholars claim they were more modern, while others think they served ceremonial reasons. Treasure hunters' creations. Another intriguing. What is amazing is that you're looking at history correctly. The wooden structures and platforms found under the water suggest serious engineering efforts on the island, and some experts believe they were part of earlier efforts to dig for treasure. The discovery in the early 20th century was the construction of a cofferdam at Smith's Cove by treasure hunters. The dam was intended to keep water out so workers could dig in underwater areas. Others question whether they were intended to conceal or safeguard something of value. Over the years, researchers have uncovered historical records and made many other discoveries about Oak Island, a buried treasure. Early explorers and treasure hunters' maps, journals, and records offer important hints about the island's history. They describe bold engineering endeavors, setbacks, and excavations. Conflicting information in some documents leads to various hypotheses and inquiries. An ancient stairway that connected visitors to the island centuries ago was one of the most exciting discoveries. Another exciting discovery was a secret underwater tunnel with odd carvings and symbols. Look, if this is a tunnel, it's an epiphany. These markings on the ball foundation appear to be hints about Oak Island's history, and each new finding has increased the team's desire to carry out additional research. The team realized that even the most difficult obstacles could be overcome with perseverance and hard work after making a significant breakthrough when gold particles were discovered in wood samples taken from deep holes they dug in the ground. This discovery transformed the island's legends into a genuine search for something valuable. The Lagina brothers and their group never lost up on discovering the truth. Their mutual trust and purpose have strengthened their relationship, enabling them to overcome any obstacle and carry on with their search for Oak Island's hidden treasures. The Lagina brothers and their group have been putting in endless effort to learn the secrets of Oak Island, a mysterious Caribbean island. They have found pottery fragments and historical artifacts, and each new discovery has increased their optimism. By carefully examining and testing the items they find, the team has gathered strong evidence that supports their theories about the island's history. This approach has validated their efforts and kept them on the right track. The team's belief in the possibility of success has never wavered as they continue to search for the treasure. One of the most important aspects of their search has been scientific testing of their finds, which has helped validate their theories about the island's past. A major turning point in their journey was the discovery of wood and gold samples from the island, which validated their beliefs and gave them newfound vigor. Since then, they have kept searching the island for hints about its lengthy buried past. Despite the difficulties they encounter working as a team with specialists from all around the world, including historians, the team has persisted in their mission to reveal the island's hidden stories. Metallurgists and archaeologists have been essential to their advancement. Their efforts have revealed fresh hints that have contextualized the island's untold tales. Finally, the Lagina brothers and their group have been committed to employing advanced techniques to examine the artifacts discovered on Oak Island in order to reveal the island's secrets. The crew at Oak Island has been putting in endless effort to unearth the island's little-known past and culture. As they continue to explore, they find new methods and approaches to delve further into the island's past. They have also found new objects and clues, each of which adds a piece to the puzzle. Several theories on their origins have been raised by the recent discovery of flood tunnels at Smith's Cove, which play a significant role in the history of the island. Some people think the original designers of the money pit constructed them to safeguard their wealth. We're attempting to identify the boundaries of the paved area since some people think they were created later by treasure hunters attempting to outdo their rivals. Numerous people, including treasure hunters and researchers, have taken notice of stone inscriptions that contain letters, numbers, and symbols. Some researchers think these symbols are codes or signs from the island's original inhabitants. Others, however, think that visitors or treasure hunters created them to leave their imprint on the island. The early 20th century building of a cofferdam at Smith's Cove, which managed water flow and made it simpler to reach previously flooded areas, also added to the island's rich history. The finding of wooden platforms and structures during the cofferdam's construction begs the question of their function and whether they were a part of previous archaeological digs or the island's past.